So I realized that a lot of my money last year went to eating out. I spend a little bit of money like I got all the money. And Chick-fil-A is my drug of choice. So this year, I'm making a conscious effort to save more money by cooking more. Y'all wish me luck.
Sensational.
See, nobody believed me when I was telling there's an epidemic going around. That when you look at people's budgets, the number one thing, 98% of the pie graph is on the restaurants. And people are like, Orlando, come on, what are you talking about? Nobody's doing that. Let's look at the last frame. Does he look happy to eat those chicken breasts? And I've been calling this out, saying that people going to restaurants is the new shopping addiction. This is where, 10, 20 years ago, people would be like, ooh, I want that finger hut. Now it's, ooh, let's just do DoorDash. Let's get some Chick-fil-A. Let's do Chipotle. Let's do McDonald's. Let's do Wendy's. Let's do Burger King. And you guys are all doing this on 42% interest rates.
Just take it easy, champ.
Make it make sense to me, guys. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down, and you need to watch this video because there's a lot of you guys out there that I've been talking to that have this issue, and it's big. It's so big, for some of you, you're going to have to file bankruptcy. And for a lot of you, if you don't get it underneath control, you will be filing bankruptcy. But we're going to get into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, guys. Also, too, I have a newsletter. And guess what? It's completely free. Also, too, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I've been a lender for almost 20 years. I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment in the description, guys. Let's jump straight into it. We all know that people have been having a hard time, especially in this economy, dealing with budgeting, dealing with getting their credit together, dealing with controlling their spending habits.
I can't help myself. I like good food, okay?
The reason why this is so important is because a lot of you guys were living the life. You were living off of the hog during the pandemic. The money was coming in and you just thought it was never gonna end. You thought that guess what? These sides from all of these companies that want to hire, this is going to last forever. They're going to need our help. They're going to pay these ridiculous wages, these bonuses. They're going to do this forever. And I said, you better get it while the getting's good. I said, because what's going to, you know what happened. You know what happened. We're here today and things are mighty hard.
You're fired.
And people still have this same type of spending. You don't believe me? Let's watch.
I could never really afford to go out to lunch every single day at work, but I did it anyway. And that's part of what got me to where I'm at today. I'm 24 years old and I owe $31,000 of credit card debt. This is what the rest of the year will look like on this journey to pay off the debt that I owe. I cannot afford to go out and get some fast food just because it's easier than planning ahead and cooking a meal. I am not perfect by any means, but I am fully committed to doing better with my spending habits. I have a bad history with impulse buying and buying things just because it's more convenient. I'm making progress in that and I am fully committed to paying off my debt this year, which means I cannot go out to eat whenever I feel like it. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of stressing about money. I'm doing what I need to do. I am taking action. I am doing better with my money and I am tracking my progress. So follow me on this journey. If you're drowning in debt too, let's do this together. Let's make it happen. If you're not drowning in debt, follow my journey anyway. This is going to take a lot of sacrifice and effort, but I know I can make it happen. So I really do appreciate the support I've received so far. Let's do this together. Let's make it happen and become debt free.
Hey guys, listen, I promise I'm not behind her telling her to say that. It is not a hostage video. Even though it kind of looks like that, I'm like, is someone telling you, blink if you need help? But listen, what she was saying is correct. She is saying that she is in a lot of debt. And a lot of that debt is coming from fast food, from when she went on lunch, from when she went on dinner. She also said things like, I have an issue with impulse buying. That's accountability. And I'm here for that. I'm here for the accountability. The question is, do you have accountability? Are you saying to yourself, you know what? I don't need this. I can actually make my lunch. I have a refrigerator full of food. Here's the kicker, guys. And I say this all the time. You want to have $20,000 worth of McDonald's debt. You owe a credit card $10,000 to $20,000 worth of debt that you accumulated through McDonald's.
Oh my God. Oh, you're killing me.
At this point, all of the fast food companies need to come out with their own card because that's the way you guys are spending. Not that the points would help you at all. It wouldn't help you. But I'm saying this is how much you go to these restaurants. And here again is the kicker. We're not talking about individuals who can't afford food. We're not talking about that. We're talking about individuals that have a refrigerator full of food and say, oh, I was having a bad day today and I need to treat myself. And I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A.
Awkward. So awkward.
But you treated yourself yesterday. Every day is a bad day for you. You're using excuses so that you don't have to be financially responsible. Oh, I see.
You are one pathetic loser. No offense.
But you don't want me to see your finances. You don't want to go to an accountant to let him see your finances. Matter of fact, you don't even look at your finances yourself because you don't want to see that you spend 65% of your income on fast food. You don't want to see that.
No!
You're too embarrassed to do that. But instead, what you're not embarrassed to do is you're not embarrassed for that debt to bankrupt you. Don't believe me? You don't believe me, do you? Okay.
I have over $11,000 in credit card debt, and tracking my expenses this week showed me exactly why. Last week, I tracked my spending for the first time in a while, and it was a wake-up call. I spent over $650 on variable expenses on 1 week. Of that, $426 was spent on eating out alone.
What?
That's wild, guys. Over 65% of my budget to fast food. I know it doesn't excuse much, but I did travel for work 2 of those days, so included in that is my gas and my travel food. But still, I know that this is an issue and I need to address it.
Let's just do the math because on this channel, what do we care about? We use math. We use math to determine what to do next. Okay, so we take a look at this. She says variable expenses at $653 and then fast food is at $426. That number is 65% of her expenses in 1 week.
Houston, we have a problem.
And then someone comes and tells me, Orlando, it's not a big deal. But do you know that some of these individuals will go to fast food before they pay their rent? They'll go to fast food before they pay their mortgage. They'll go to fast food before they pay for anything.
Who does that?
What does that sound like to you? Someone who doesn't have self-control, and this isn't against anyone, but it is the truth. What does it sound like to someone who doesn't have self-control over their finances and still every single day has to go out to eat? Let's say it together. Does that sound like a addiction? Does that sound like something you need to self-correct ASAP?
You got cheese like me?
Someone who cannot control themselves and they have to go eat out and they put it before any other expense in their life. They say something along the lines of I have to eat. You know I don't cook. You know I don't cook. So eating at home, using a microwave, we're not talking about nutritional value, guys. Forget the nutritional value stuff. Just throw that out the window. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you eating out versus you eating at home. So you're telling me fully prepared meals are not available at home? Or is it because you love the taste of Chick-fil-A? Or is it because you love the addictive taste of McDonald's? You may love all of those things, but I can tell you one thing you won't love. You won't love when your credit score is 300. You won't love that. You won't love when you can't buy a house because you spent all of your money on Chick-fil-A. Is Chick-fil-A going to give you the down payment? Oh, you gave that to Chick-fil-A. You gave Chick-fil-A all of your down deposit money to buy your home. Are you going to point the finger at Chick-fil-A and say, Chick-fil-A, give me my money back? You also won't love if you keep spending like this, you're going to end up in bankruptcy.
I declare bankruptcy!
You're going to end up renting forever and in debt. That's worse. In my opinion, guys. In my opinion, it's worse to be renting and then also be in debt. Now owning and being in debt is really no different. But renting and also being in a ton of debt and your credit score going down, down, and down, which is wild because it's just McDonald's.
So I've decided to challenge myself this week and stick to a $100 fast food budget and a $150 grocery budget for the week. This is for a family of 5, but I think this is doable. I'll also be working with a cash budget, so like that once the money's gone, it's gone, no more spending, no more swiping. I'll be tracking every dollar and posting updates, so follow along and I'll see you tomorrow.
Now, in my opinion, I don't know the lady's situation. I really don't. But a family of 5 and you still are including fast food in there?
Something ain't right.
And I get it. I know what some people are going to say. Hey, man, Orlando, you can't do cold turkey. What does it sounded like? Where are we going with this video? It sounded like something that's a little bit more dark. You can't go cold turkey on Chick-fil-A. You can't go cold turkey on McDonald's. You can't go cold turkey on Wendy's. You might have a problem.
What are we about to eat at?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you might have a problem if you say it to yourself, I got a family of 5. I have a family of 5. I'm $11,000 in debt. Majority of it's from fast food. And I'm still going to give it $100 a week for a family of 5. Wouldn't you push that $100 and push it into where you could stretch it more? A grocery store. My opinion. But let's go ahead and go to Orlando University, guys. Class. Listen, we need to have this conversation. This is just going to be a pop-up question, right? If you have $20,000 worth of Domino's pizza debt, this is a multiple choice question. What's coming up next? Okay, A, financial destruction. B, bankruptcy. C, a 200 credit score. Or D, all of above. I'll wait. If you answer D, all of above, you are correct. And if you want to support the channel on the Orlando University, I do have some merch there. It's going to be limited edition. Again, if you want to support and you want to buy a t-shirt or whatever, the merch shelf will be underneath and that merch is available, guys. While I know a lot of you guys are in the back, there's somebody in the back right there. Orlando, this really isn't an issue.
What?
I have never met anyone who overspends on fast food. Matter of fact, most of the people I know don't even eat fast food because it's bad for your body. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But that's not the majority.
My choice! My choice!
See, the majority of individuals live on fast food. When I say live, I mean they don't cook at all. Their breakfast, lunch, and dinner is fast food.
Disgusting.
And then they like to throw in and say, oh, well, you know, when I'm on my lunch break, weren't you off yesterday? Didn't you eat fast food? And then you come to me and you say, Orlando, I don't know what it is. I for whatever reason, I'm just getting behind. Well, on this bank statement here shown in the month of June, you went to Chick-fil-A 25 times and it's only the 13th.
Number 6 with an extra dip. A number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
Okay, I have a very embarrassing confession. I have never eaten like a normal person. Let me explain. So, I have never consistently eaten food from my house. Never a day in my life. I could probably count on two hands the number of times that I have eaten 3 meals at home in the last 5 years. And they were probably all on Christmas because everything was closed.
Imagine that. Imagine someone telling you, yeah, I mean, I only eat fast food. I'm in debt because of fast food. I only eat in my house because I'm forced to eat in my house. I'm forced because everything is closed on Christmas. That's the only reason this lady is eating inside of her house. And again, someone's gonna say, I can hear it right now, Orlando, I believe you can balance all of this. I don't think spending $20 a day on fast food is gonna be hurtful. Have you seen the prices on fast food for one person? I'll wait. If you go to McDonald's and you look at the prices, a combo meal is $15 by itself. Don't even add on all the add-ons. You want bacon, you want to upsize it, you want this, you want that. You're going to get to $20. You're telling me when you go to Chipotle's and you order off a DoorDash with all those fees, it's not even $20? You ain't getting me to believe that. And if you guys believe that, you're crazy.
Don't be a fool.
Let's just do simple math, guys, because that's what we're doing here, right? You spend an average of $40. An average of $40 a day for 30 days. That's $1,200. Some of you guys see individuals talk about, my insurance went up $1,200. My mortgage is $1,200. And what do you guys say? You guys see people's car payments. Car payments are $1,200. You guys go, what? $1,200? But you'll spend $1,200 on Chick-fil-A at 30%.
This is America. Don't got you slipping on.
I just do not cook. I do not shop. I'm terrible at it. And I don't know if you've lived in America, but I can't afford to do that anymore. And
See? Now it's all of a sudden, hey, I used to be able to live that way. I had all this money. Now my money is getting short and I can no longer do that. Now, I also want to add in too. Imagine this, guys. I want you to listen to this. Imagine someone telling you, I don't really like shopping. I don't shop anymore. That's the reason why I do DoorDash. Imagine someone telling you that. When we all know that you can shop online now. You can go to the Walmart app itself and have it delivered to your front door. And you're telling me the same actions that it takes you to order a Chipotle burrito on DoorDash, you can't use that same energy to order groceries from Walmart? I don't know. Sounds a little iffy to me. You are, again, addicted. Let me say this again. Addicted to eating at restaurants.
Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
When someone tells me, pushing this button on my cell phone, I can do that. But pushing this button on my cell phone, I can't do that. At the end of the day, these people have already made their decisions. They've already made the mistake. Why can't you learn from the mistake? Why can't you go, I did that yesterday. I'm not doing it again. Maybe I should get my credit and things together because we are in a bad time. We are in a bad economy and it's gonna get worse.
Write it down and keep it for future reference.
I ate the nastiest dinner. Not the nastiest, but a dinner that I did not want to eat because I was craving a Subway sandwich. I've been craving Subway for over a week now. But if you know, I just got back from a vacation in Costa Rica where not only did I spend a lot of money to go on the vacation, but I went over budget while I was on vacation. So I was telling myself over and over and over and over and over, you cannot eat out. You cannot eat out. You just can't eat out.
Look, I don't make the videos, guys. you guys you're like, so you went on a trip to Cancun, you couldn't afford it, you're already in debt because you said you're in debt from fast food, and you're like, See what I'm talking about, guys? See what I'm talking about? I did a video a couple of weeks ago, vacation debt. People in the comment section said, yeah, Orlando, I get it, but, you know, you got to do some things for yourself. Okay. But what if I told you, hey, next month they're going to lay you off, and that money that you spent on Cancun, while it was enjoying, that could have been used to keep you afloat until you found another job. What would you say then? Would you still say, I need to take that vacation?
No.
But honestly, though, this is what I'm talking about. And you hear her saying at the very end of the video that she's going to take paying off the debt, all the fast food debt and all this other stuff that she has. She's going to take it serious after she gets back from vacation. Now, listen, I can't make these stories up, guys. That's the truth of a lot of people. A lot of people will definitely, again, I've said this over and over again, people will always choose convenience and comfort. Convenience and comfort is their number one thing.
Wow.
And if you can say, you know what, I'm going to be uncomfortable for this position while I get my things together, while I get myself in order, while I get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 goals done. When I do that, and yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, is it going to be times of times where I want to do things and I don't want to do this anymore? Yes. But the long-term goal is better credit. You can get that house. You can afford the car that you're trying to purchase. You can go on vacations and not come back and say, man, my life sucks. That's what I'm trying to get people to do. But when you stay in this constant cycle of credit card debt, of eating unhealthy, all of these things will build up on you. And then you will see an individual making a TikTok video saying, woe is me. Everybody else is at fault except me. If you like videos like this, guys, please go ahead and join the Patreon. We do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. Also, we all know that you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you to your first rental property. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.